Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the channel. About today's title of the video, I literally just got done lining my truck. It's a Dodge Ram 3500, so it took a good bit of paint. I was gonna say, first off, I used 9 bottles of paint, I think, roughly. There it is in the back. Definitely like a, I would say like a matte black, but also kind of like with a gloss. Am I happy with the way it turned out? Hell yeah. I think personally it looks great. I think for what I paid, I couldn't get a better job, because I've painted cars before with rattle can. Yes, I know it's ghetto, but when you a bunch of po' boys and you're trying to paint something and you have a little bit of know-how, you can make it look pretty good. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. By no means is this perfect. But I can say this is day 2. I want to say day 3. Day 3, yeah, day 3, because yesterday it rained and I was like, oh shit. Kind of skeptical about the rain, but I don't think it like really messes with anything. I used 9 bottles of stuff. I ordered 12, and I still had to actually do. Bro, I literally don't know what just happened right there. I cut the camera somehow. I think I pressed the volume button, but I bedlined the truck, but I haven't done the bed yet. The weather really isn't like in my favor right now to be sanding and then also trying to prime and paint. So right now I'm kind of holding off. I did get the truck done. So yeah. How easy is this? I say on a scale of 1 to 5, I say is 5 being the easiest. I'd say a 3 being easy and 1 being the hardest. Wow, that's actually a terrible fucking scale. Sorry guys. I'd say it's not that hard. If you have like a little bit of know-how and you have like any background, just take your time. Like when you're spraying, you like if you spray here, you want to go up a little bit and spray again, then again, and stay consistent with your sprays. Also, I think it plays a lot to do with like the type of air pressure you have. I don't have an air compressor personally. I usually don't have the need for one. I probably do need to get one, but I borrowed a small 3-gallon tank that could, it kept up, but barely. Like I would have to like listen to like the air in the spray gun, and so then I would kind of like pause, like let the air build back up. And I was super grateful for actually like them letting me, actually a family friend let me borrow his air compressor, because I was like, ooh, well, I'm gonna have to go buy one, because I don't have one. I don't know a lot of people that have this type of stuff my age, because most of them use their father's stuff, and yeah, I don't have that amenity around me right now, because I got daddy issues and shit. So all in all, hell yeah, bro. Should you run line your truck? I think yes, but it's gonna take, oh shit, it's gonna take like a certain someone to like appreciate it. And I'll quit yapping around in a minute and get like a close-up of everything. It took me, I think I started almost at noon, and I sprayed my ass off until like almost at dark, and then I finally got it done. You know, because you really want to take your time, because once this stuff's on, it's hard as fuck to get off. Oh my god, it's going to be a lot of time prep working. You need to spend a lot of time prepping this stuff, like as far as like sanding, and then if you have rust, you need to put a self-priming etcher in there to cover up the rust and bare metal. If you have plastics, you need to get an adhesion promoter, because that stuff will not stick to chrome or plastics. I had chrome bumpers, the front and backs. I put a self-etching primer on those as well, so they turned out pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. Literally, I messed up like on one spot, but like if you're like spraying the roof or the hood, there's a little hole on the top of the canister, and make sure that hole doesn't start dripping paint, because I had it drip on 2 spots on my hood, or not my hood, but sorry, my roof. And it's not a big deal, but if you're like a perfectionist and you get all worked up and your panties get in the water over like some small shit, it's gonna piss you off. But I, being the uptight person I am, I was like, I don't care, bro. I think it was great. I mean, at the end of the day, it looks better than it did. It really does. It was gray and rusty, and it was just terrible. Like clear coat was peeling off, and for like the mileage of this truck that it has, it's not in very good condition cosmetically. Now mechanically, I cannot ask for a better truck. This bitch will spool and bool all day long. It'll do what I ask. It'll crank right up. We don't have super cold weather down here in Alabama, but it's dropped down like in the 30s. I think I cranked it up at like 31 degrees, and it did well. Now I know somebody up north is like, oh, I cranked my truck at negative 67 degrees and it busts right off. I don't care, bro. I don't live far up north, and I don't care about what you crank your truck in either. It's like almost a pissing contest, like who can crank their truck the first with the coldest. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it around, show you everything, quit talking. How many bottles to buy? I bought 12 because I also have to do my bed. I think I can do the bed in 3. It took me 9 bottles, and I sprayed one thick coat at the beginning. I didn't do like this half-ass half spray like a rattle can. I didn't do that. This stuff goes on pretty thick, and I just ran a real thick one coat, and everything turned out like I wanted it to be. All right, so here it is now. It rained yesterday, and I live like up under like a whole bunch of oak trees and shit, so I definitely have like tree residue on it, and it looks pretty glamish. You see right there, like them 2-3 spots I messed up, me personally. I think with time they'll kind of like fade out, but I knew what I was doing when I did it, and I wasn't like really thinking though. So there's just some spots that needed to be hit real quick towards the end, and so I kind of messed up that part. But like I said, it looks better than it did, because if you go look at the other videos, it was like all gray. Headlights and all the lights are getting replaced too, because I cannot stand this look of it. I want it to be all blacked out, and I don't want it to be like these gross ass looking headlights up top. On the hood too, you can see some zebra striping. It's there, it's just part of it. Somebody's gonna comment like, oh, I'm a professional painter, you should have did it in the paint booth and all that. I did this in my yard and I'm happy, so piss off. Let's see here. Here's a tag. I don't understand why people cover tag nut place, but don't fucking steal my truck or anything. I also have new tail lights, but I have to get those. Let's get up top. Yes, there's a hella overspray. If you want to overspray in your bed, I would definitely cover it, because it was windy that day too. So you see the bed needs to be done as well. This is a muffler off of Durango. We cut it off and it's been in my bed for like almost a week now. There's the hater pipe. Here's my spare tire in case I want to spool and bull and have a black. You see up here too, there's some zebra striping. And then there's a drip spot right there. You kind of see like that little raised nipple looking thing. That's one. And I think one's over there, like over yonder that way. So yeah, it cost me, I'd probably say $450 for everything. Hope I don't fall out. Okay. I'd say $450 for everything. Roughly guesstimating. I painted the whole truck for under $500, and if you could take this to like Liners or something like that, and like you want them to paint your truck in Linex, it's gonna be several $1,000s. And if you got money to blow, bro, by all means go do it. But this is kind of like the budget bill, like I said, and so I think at the end of the day it all turned out to be super great. Okay, I don't know where I'm putting this at in the video, but yeah, as you can see, the truck's prepped, ready to go. It has Christmas paper to kind of protect. I took out the grill. The grill's over there actually, and then I covered the headlights and all the lights and everything. I took out the tail lights, but I'm not leaving any of those lights in. I'm actually taking all of those out and replacing them. Probably I just want to black out everything, so I'll probably get like some blacked out headlights and tail lights. As far as cab lights go, I'm kind of undecided so far. I think I'll probably do black cab lights too with white LEDs. You'll see the blue truck over there. It's apart right now as well. I have so much. I feel like right now everything kind of hit me like one time, because I have to fix the transmission on that truck, and I have to get this all painted and stuff for the weather hits. It took me about a day and a half to sand and prep. Actually probably 2 days. It's just me. It's a big truck. There's a lot to do, honestly. Yeah. I sanded with 120 grit. It's either 80 to 180. I sanded with 120. I would recommend going to like a lower grit, probably like 60-40 grit, if you have clear coat, so it'll really grab it and you won't be wasting your time as much. I went through. I broke one sander. That thing just came apart. It was a lot, and then I had to fix that as well afterwards, because it's not even mine. Told me everything's getting rhino line, including the bumpers, but I probably won't leave the bumpers on the truck. I'll probably change them out. The last thing I have to do is I have to cover up the tires, and that's probably about it. I've been trying to run around all morning and make sure I get everything ready to go. They're still trying to think. there's still a lot left to do. I have to spray now, so I'm using the Raptor Liner, of course, because by the time of this video, you'll know. I bought 12 bottles, so I hope that's enough. I really don't know, and I haven't even started spraying yet. And it's already like 11:15, and it gets dark here like 4:35. So I'll have time, but I think I'll be pushing it. It's been a good bit of work, especially like I haven't painted the whole truck before. I've painted several cars, but it wasn't all by myself. There's other people as well helping me, and I've helped on a couple cars too. And then the black truck, I painted the roof and the hood, and it looks, and that was rattle canned, and that looks similar to the glossy effect, but not as much if you got up close. Now far away, it looked the same thing. You couldn't even tell. And this will probably be the same way. You won't be able to tell probably like 10 feet away, but if you get right up on it, of course it's not gonna look as good. I want to say, as much, it probably cost me around like $500 to do all this, and I say $500 because I don't have all the tools. Like I had to borrow an air compressor because I don't have my own, and I really never have I really never need one. So I'm not finna go buy an air compressor if I can just like borrow one from somebody else. I had to borrow a sander, but then I ended up breaking that sander, so I had to fix that sander for old boy, young Sam. He let me borrow his, and I broke it. And actually, I was like, bro, fuck this, I gotta get this done. So I went and bought another sander yesterday, and I sanded from like 9 to 5 yesterday, like an office job. All right, so this is finna wrap this part up, guys. Probably next time you'll see this is like when it's done. And then I guess I'll give my honest review on it. So I'm about 2 bottles in so far. I did the roof and most of the tailgate. It's coming out pretty good. There might be a little bit of zebra striping so far. Super black. Oh my God, this stuff is super black, and that's what I really wanted. And I didn't want to like have to like go through like paint and clear coat and stuff, but super black. There's a little bit of zebra striping on the roof. I can see that. Like easily, you can see it in the camera, but that's on the roof, and that'd be all right. This ain't a show truck. The hood I'll probably take off because I do not want zebra striping on that. So yeah, let me get back to it. I have 2 bottles down. I have 10 left to go. I probably won't use them all, but so far it's coming out pretty good. You can tell definitely towards the end when the bottle starts getting pretty light and it doesn't come out as much. Yeah, and then also I don't have a very big air tank. This thing's pretty fucking tiny. So there's like a few questions that like I had like when I was doing this, I really couldn't find answers for, is how many to buy. If you have a bigger truck, you're probably going to want over. You don't want it to be under, because then you'll have to be driving around with a truck that's half sprayed. I bought 12. I used 9. That kind of gives you the estimation. And this is a long bed dually, so it's a bigger body. So like if you have like a Suburban or like a Tahoe, like a Yukon, or if you're gonna paint a camper shell too, like on a truck, you got to think that's a lot of square footage area. And I think the bottles say like 44 square foot or something like that. Don't quote me, because I'm not fitting to walk inside and look either. But I'll give you false information. Prep work. I sanded with 120 grit, and I had to burn through like a good bit of rust and a good bit of rust. I had to burn through some a lot of clear coating too. So when you sand clear coat, you want to pretty much almost sand it to bare metal, but you'll start to understand like where you need to stop at. It's pretty much like right before primer. I should have recorded it, but I know I have a clip in there talking about like kind of like prep work. And then I was like shitting and getting it for like almost 3 days straight, like almost every day, all day. It was mostly just me doing it, so I didn't have like a lot of help. My brother would come and help me some, but other than that, it's gonna be a job. I ain't gonna lie, but I think at the end of the day it's really worth it, and then it'll stay on there, and then you don't have to worry about clear coat flaking and stuff like that, and this shit's super durable. So like I'm not gonna be surprised like if like people, Lord forbid it doesn't happen, because bro, I just literally just painted this, but like if somebody like hits this, it's gonna be pretty hard to scuff it up. I ain't gonna lie. There's no clear coat on it. It's just black, and it looks kind of metallic-y, but it's just kind of like the clear coat. Prep work. I went through almost 15 sanding pads, and I broke one sander. I had to go buy another sander, and also I had to order the part to fix the first sander, because it wasn't my sander, it was my friend's sander. So I say also have all the right equipment too. I didn't have a pressure gauge at the gun to like tell you the PSI at the hose like right before it goes into like the paint bottle and like come out the spray gun. I just kind of like watched the gauge like on the air compressor and kind of like watched it and like listened. and I started like understanding like, okay, this is when I need to like slow down spring and let it build back up. Also, I'll get it in a minute, but also I painted the rocker panels because also I had to do some Bondo because the rockers were really bad. It's not a perfect Bondo job, and no, I didn't replace the rockers. Oh, fucking puller and shit. Oh, whatever. I don't care. They got it done, and it looks a lot better than it did. That's the thing that you have to keep thinking about at the end of the day. It looks a lot better than it did. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions or comments about stuff, bro, feel free to ask me, because I will help, because I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty skeptical about doing this. I was like, bro, I've never sprayed bed liner. I've did paint jobs before that came out okay, but I've never sprayed like asphalt on my truck. That's pretty much like the consistency it looks like when it comes out and like gets on the truck. But it's pretty tough, bro. I think cleaning this thing will be a bitch. I didn't paint any door jams yet, but I'll probably get like some like matte black or something, like semi-gloss, and like hit it. I'm painting the rims too, because they're fucking hate that. It's like Tonka toy wheels. But thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Do great things, and I'm gonna show you these rocker panels real quick. So right here, just the rocker panels. Over here you can see like kind of like the bundle job. It does a really really good job of hiding shit. Got to sand out the inside of the cap too on the floors and get everything knocked out. But yeah, I didn't paint door jams, and you can see like where it kind of like the overspray gets in there. We'll walk over to this side. Go over yonder. My neighbor's always like, bro, what the hell are you doing this time? Like, well, I got shit to do. Then I painted right here. Or you can see that's like where the start of the bundle was, and I had to bundle that over there too. But it's all good. Looks pretty decent now compared to what it was. Door jams, kind of like an eyesore right now, but I mean it's definitely not like on priority to do. So yeah, guys, that's it. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the down the bottom. Bro, what the hell? That's where a leaf was. These leaves is wild.